Well, hello there. How are you? And welcome back if you are returning, and if not, welcome to this channel. I am Lex Vanguard, and this is actually day 6 of Style School. We just had day 5 of Style School. That was an interactive video where you actually got to help me choose an outfit. I thought it would be so cool. I've seen people doing those choose your own adventure videos, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, I used to be so hyped about those choose your adventure books that we used to read as kids, and I just love the idea of people doing that on YouTube. I wanted to put my own twist on it. I'm a fashion girl, so I was like, well, what if I use that to have people be able to interact with my videos and like choose outfits? So I thought that would be cool. That's what I decided to do. So that was day 5, and if you're interested in seeing that and you haven't already, just click the card above and go and watch that video when you're done with this one, or you can just check it out down below in the description box. But welcome to day 6. If you started from day 1, hey, kudos, glad you made it this far, and if not, welcome. Hop onto the journey and get into it. We are going to go shopping online, so I just want to have you along this ride with me. Like, I want to take you on this experience with me. Taking you online shopping or online browsing with me is going to be a good way for me to be able to explain to you in the moment some of the things that I think about when I'm making the decision of what to buy online. So I think that could be really helpful for some people. I feel like most people are shopping online more these days, but some people are still finding it really difficult to shop online because, I don't know, issues with knowing what your size is or trying to guess how things will fit your body, just being able to look at a picture. So I want to go ahead and hop onto some of my favorite stores and just talk you through my process of how I think about these clothes when I'm shopping online, because I do shop online the majority of the time. I like shopping in person. It's always a great experience, but shopping online is so much more convenient to me. I love it because I get to see everything right in front of me, and I can be a little type A, type C person. So like, I like being able to see everything in front of me, all laid out, choose by categories, filter by price, filter by color, and like just focus on what I know I'm looking for, which is super duper helpful for me. Going into a store can be kind of overwhelming for me a lot of the time. So that is why I love online shopping, and I want other people to love it just as much. So I'm trying to take out the stress, take out the difficult part, and like help make it easier for you. So I'm not sure, I haven't thought this all the way through, so I'm not sure exactly what stores we're gonna go to, but I think I'm gonna start with some of my faves, some of the ones I've been browsing like during this past Black Friday, and recently, just, you know, some of the stuff I've been thinking about getting for myself. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's jump in. So I think the first store I want to go to is one that, you know, let's go to Nordstrom. Hey, why not? What the heck? Let's live a little. Nordstrom is definitely one of my favorite places to shop because it's a department store. So what that means to me is that there's a lot of different things that I could get all in one place. Like, if I want to do clothes, I can get clothes from here. If I want to do shoes, I can get shoes from here. I can get my makeup from here. I can get things for the house here. So that's what I love about department stores, a lot of different things in one place. Nordstrom can sometimes be more money than I want to spend, but I mean, that's if I'm bargain shopping. Then it's more than I want to spend, because you can find a good bargain here on designer things, and that's one thing I love about Nordstrom. They always have designer stuff on sale. So if you are looking for like really good quality stuff, not to say everything designer is quality, but if you are looking for really good quality items, Nordstrom is a great place, in my opinion, to get those items. Because most of the things that I buy from Nordstrom tend to last a long time. So I'll get like my denim from here. One of my favorite brands from Nordstrom was always Topshop. Like, I love me some Topshop, and I would love to go into Nordstrom and go to Topshop because it always had its own section. And I don't know if it's still there. I think they took it out because ASOS recently bought Topshop, which blew my mind. But yeah, Topshop doesn't have any standalone stores anymore. So let's go to women. We're gonna go to women, and it'd be interesting to start with shoes. Let's go to shoes. Let's go to women, and let's go to heels. I just want to see what is here right now. Like, I just want to see what they got. It's springtime, so like they should be bringing out all the beautiful colors now. This is really, really cute. Like, I love this shoe. On top of the fact that it's on sale, oh my gosh, it's killer to not buy this, but I'm gonna tell you why I would not buy this. I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not a hard no. I might buy it, but I feel like I would regret that. And I say that because these are like slide sandals. So when it comes to like slide sandals, when it comes to mules or slingbacks or anything that has like your whole heel out and doesn't have like a bunch of support, I honestly and truly don't even know how people are able to wear those. Like, I really don't. I swear I would not be comfortable in these. Like, I feel like they would be flopping off of my foot, on top of the fact that it has a heel on it. Like, oh my gosh, I've tried these on. So FYI, I used to work at Nordstrom in women's shoes. I really did like it there, but I was only there briefly, so I am a little biased. But I used to try on shoes like these in the store, and I could not walk in these shoes. So that's why when I get these, as cute as they are, I know what is comfortable for me and what isn't. And that's definitely something important to know when you're shopping online. Sometimes things can be cute on the computer or on your phone, but then once you get them in person and you put them on, it's nothing cute about being uncomfortable. Nothing. So I know they say beauty is pain, but like, it's a fine line. It's definitely a fine line. Nobody wants bunions and bruises, okay? That's not cute. So I probably would not get these, but they're cute though. And if you can walk in them for whatever reason, I suggest you get them and take a picture and post it and tag me or something, because I love these. Like, I would love to see somebody style these. And like I said, who knows, I might get them and try to figure it out. But I know, yeah, those are not comfortable for me. So the funny thing is, that's what's in style right now. So that's another thing to take note of. Like, just because something is trending doesn't mean that it's the trend for you. Like, everything is not for everybody. So even though these types of shoes, these slide heel sandals, are so in style right now, I just know that they're not for me. I know that I could never wear those. So, you know, it is what it is. So all I did was went the heels, and like, that's like the first 8 shoes. Like, oh my goodness, that's like all the shoes at the top. So there's a lot of those, but I will not be wearing them. I like thin, dainty shoes. So like, I've always had kind of skinny legs and like very skinny ankles. So like, I don't like anything too big or too chunky on my feet, because I feel like it overwhelms me. So that's something to think about. If you're kind of tiny or petite, then like, be careful not to choose things that overwhelm your body. So I tend to not go for chunky shoes. Back in the day I did. I used to really like them. They were cute. They were the style. They were the trend. But now I tend to stray away from really chunky shoes. They're just, you know, they're not for me. I like thin, dainty. These, even though these have a chunky heel on them, I still like how much of the foot is open and how much of the foot is out. So I might still wear something like this. Like, I could get away with wearing this. I like these. I would definitely wear these. Long as they have the chunky heel, which is fine, but they don't have a chunky platform. So that's a little bit more important to me, that it does not have a chunky platform. So I would definitely still wear those. I think those are cute. I think these are really cute too, these Vince Camuto ones, and they're on sale. Might go ahead and throw them in the bag. But yeah, those are really cute. I like those. These are really cute. I love the color, but again, this is not something I will wear. Just doesn't have enough support for my foot. But they are really cute though. This is a perfect example of something really thin and something really dainty, and something that is like definitely my style. Like, I would definitely wear these shoes. These are very cute to me, and I love the green. I love that color, and they're not too expensive, so I would definitely wear those. Something like these on the side that I just saw off the corner of my eye, or out of the corner of my eye. These Steve Madden ones, I love the shape. Like, I love that heel. I think that's so cute, and I know that that's the style that's trending right now. But I cannot stand a what do you call it, a lace up like strappy sandal, the one you have to tie, that's what it's called, tie up around your ankle. Ooh, I hate those. They are so uncomfortable to me. I don't know about other people, but like trying to tie them tight enough so they don't fall is usually too tight, and it cuts off my circulation. So like, I tend to stay away from stuff like that too. I think that those are rules that generally will work for most people. Like, I think most people would not find these comfortable, but if you do, to each their own. And just know that when you shop, like, know what you do and don't find comfortable. That'll be very helpful for you, but I will stay away from something like that. Another thing I stay away from, closed toe pumps. I don't know about other people's feet, but it's something about my feet that don't like closed toe pumps, okay? Whenever I try to wear a closed toe pump, my feet feel so smushed at the top. If I get the closed toe pump in my size, then it tends to be too big. Then my foot will like slip out of it when I walk in the back. But if I go a size down, then my toes feel all crunched up at the top. So there's no happy place for me when it comes to pumps. I think I do own a good 2, possibly 3 pair of pumps. I own a couple of pumps, right, for like, you know, the pump days, but I don't wear them that often. They're never my go-to because they're just not the most comfortable shoe for me, unfortunately. I love the look of a pump though. I really do. I think it's so classy, but they just don't agree with my feet. So that's something to know. Like, when I'm shopping online for shoes, one thing that I always keep in mind is that like a closed toe shoe, I have to get a half size down. If I'm going to get a pump, I wear a 7. So if I'm going to get a pump, I have to get it in a 6.5. So when I'm shopping online, I know that, and that's important for me to know, so it doesn't arrive and be the wrong size and cost me more time or more money in the long run, or I lose the shoe because it was on sale and now there aren't any more. So it's so important to get the sizing right the first time you order, especially if it's on sale, because by the time you send it back, they may not have any more. So when I order a closed toe pump, I order it a half size down. It's also important to read the notes under the shoes, because a lot of the time, and this is another reason why I like shopping on Nordstrom.com, because a lot of the time people will tell you, like, they have this at the bottom of each shoe. Let me show you. It's somewhere on here. At the bottom, it will show you the fit. It will show you how most people feel that it fits. So under here where it says size info, it says true to size. True to size means that if you normally wear a 7 and you get a size 7, then it should be a 7, right? So 9 times out of 10 it should fit and it should be comfortable. So that's something to definitely pay attention to, and I always look at that when I buy heels, so I can know. Because say for example it said runs small, it'll say that sometimes they run small, which means that you need to order a size that's a little bit bigger than what you would normally wear. So always pay attention to that. Also pay attention to the heel height down here at the bottom. The heel height is also going to tell you, you have to know what heel height is comfortable for you. I've worn enough heels that at this point I pretty much know what I'm going to be comfortable in. I can't stand a kitten heel, and that's just me personally. If you like them, that's cool, no judgment, but I cannot stand a kitten heel. So I would never, you'll probably never see me in one of those. So I would probably wear anywhere between like at least a 3-inch heel or 3.5-inch heel to like a 4.5-inch heel. Anything beyond 4.5 inches is way too high and it's going to be super uncomfortable for my ankles, and I know that. So as cute as the shoe is, if I see that it's super high and it's beyond what's comfortable for me, I just won't even buy it, right? That's why math and that's why numbers are so important. This information should be listed on a good website like Nordstrom. You're going to have all that in the description. So just read it. Take the time, pay attention to it, and know what your numbers are that make you comfortable, so that it makes your shopping experience easier. So that's closed toe pumps for me. When it comes to open toe heels, then it's okay for me to get my size. It's usually okay for me to get my size, which is a 7. But like I said, if I look at it and it says it runs big or it runs small, then I'll go a half size down. For me personally, even if it says runs small, I still can usually fit it in my size. I still can usually get a 7. But if it runs big, then I'll go a half size down and I'll get a 6.5. But open toe shoes, I'm usually good with getting my regular size, as well as flat shoes like sneakers or regular sandals. I'm usually good with just getting a 7, which is my normal size. Alright, so let's get into some clothes. I want to look really quick at some jeans on this website before I switch websites. So let's go to denim. Denim is very hard to buy online, I'm not gonna lie. Denim is hard to buy, period. Everybody's denim fits differently, so it helps to already be familiar with people's denim before actually trying to buy it. It just really does help to have that experience already. But if you don't, there are sometimes some telltale signs that will help. Like these little shorts are cute, and they are Topshop. Who knew? They still got Topshop on here. That's what's up. I wanted to point these out because they're so cute to me, number one. Number two, they're mom shorts, and mom shorts is just another version of mom jeans, and mom jeans tend to have a looser fit. So that's something to pay attention to. They might be a little forgiving. Believe me, at the waist is what the waist is. So these jeans, if they weren't European sizes, they don't. These are Topshop is European, I think, but these come in like 0, 2, 4, 6 or whatever. But it will tell you in parentheses that it fits. So like the size 4, it fits like a 02, and that's what I know. Most European cuts run small. So when it comes to Topshop, even though I'll typically wear somewhere between a 2 and a 4, when it comes to Topshop, I sometimes have to get a 6 because they run small. And it tells you here in the description and the sizing choices that a 6 fits like a 2, 4. So pay attention to that, and definitely pay attention to the type of fit that you want. So since, like I said, I normally wear a 2-4 just for reference, just so you can have an idea of what I'm saying, and I have to get a 6 in Topshop because it runs small. That's if I want a fit, like a fitted fit. If I wanted these shorts to fit me, well, in the shorts I would actually get a 4. But yeah, so in the shorts I would actually get a 4, which fits like a 02. But that's if I want like a snug fit, similar to what she has in this picture. If I wanted more of a loose fit, then I would go a size up so I could get that looser fit, or vice versa. If I wanted a tighter fit, then I would go a size down. But just keep that in mind. Every website should also have size guides, so definitely take a look at the size guides. I'm going to click on size guides and pull this up, and the size guides are helpful because they tell you exactly what size the clothes are, and if it's, like I said, a good website and a good company, it's going to be accurate. So if you pay attention to the measurements of the clothes, the way the clothes run, and look at it for every piece that you're looking at, because sometimes at a place like Nordstrom, who carries different brands, the different brands have different sizing. So depending on what piece you're looking at, you're going to have to look at this chart for each of those pieces. For this, I can take a look at, let's see, I was looking at the size 4 for these shorts. So the most important measurements here are going to be the waist and the hip. So if I look at this waist, which right about now does not fit into a size 4. But if I look at this waist, it says 25.5 inches. So if I know that my waist is too much above that number, it's gonna be too tight. I will repeat, it's gonna be too tight. So I'm gonna have to go with a different size, or just expect it to be super tight. Same thing with the hip measurement. Like I said, if you want a nice snug fit, then you want this hip measurement on here to be as close to your measurement as possible. If my hips are, let's just say, if my hips are like a 36, and I see that this the measurement of these shorts is a 35 in the hip, that means it's going to be a little tight. But if I want that, then okay, I'll still get it in that size. But if I want a little bit more room or breathing room, then that might be too close. So it might be better to go up a size and go with the 36.75, because that's going to give me an inch or a little bit more than an inch of extra space. Or 36.5, yeah. So that would give me 0.75 inches of extra space or whatever. So definitely pay attention to those measurements. That's going to help you a whole lot when shopping online. Always know your measurements. Measure yourself on a regular basis. I wouldn't recommend becoming obsessive with it, but I like to do it at least on a regular, maybe once a month. For real, I'm not gonna lie, I probably do it like once every 6 months, but once a month, however often you can handle. It depends on how your body changes. All of our bodies are different, but the more your body fluctuates, the more you should be measuring yourself, so you can always have an idea of what size you are right now. And that's going to help you when shopping online. If you feel like you're getting anything out of this and it's beneficial, then leave a comment and let me know if you want a part 2, or if you want to visit some other stores or talk about some other things. Let me know. Let's talk about it. But next thing I was going to say is pay attention to the materials for sure. The materials will also give you a lot of information that will be really useful for you when shopping online. So as far as denim, we know that looking at this picture, I can tell that this denim does not have any stretch, right? Or little to no stretch in this denim. Like, this is a stiff denim. This doesn't look like it's really going to give much. So again, when looking at those measurements, those are going to be more important with something like this because there's no stretch. The fabric is also going to provide you with a lot of information, like just knowing the difference between how a denim fits, how something with a lot of elastic in it will fit, how nylon fits and polyester fits. Knowing that helps you a lot when shopping too. You'll start to learn how these different fabrics will behave on your body. So let's switch it up real quick. Let's go to Jluxelabel, because I've been looking at Jluxelabel lately and I really like the style of their clothes. I like the minimalist approach. I like that it's woman owned. I think it's owned by 2 sisters. And I've never been a minimalist. I'll be honest. I've always been pretty, I think, eclectic in my style. I like a little bit of everything. I like color. I like prints. But I think now, as I'm getting a little bit older, I'm getting less experimental. I still like to experiment with my style, don't get me wrong, and be forward and trend-setting. But I love the idea of keeping it simple. Simple usually gives off sophistication, and you can look more grown and sexy, and really just more expensive when you kind of tone down the color and tone down the detail. So there's something about Jluxelabel that looks nice to me. I don't love everything. I'm really not like a basic bodysuit type of girl. That's just not something I probably would wear or would wear often. But I think a lot of these basic pieces could be mixed with like a nice looking denim, or like a really interesting skirt with a lot of details, something like that. Like, I still love a good statement piece with a whole bunch of detail to it and everything that I can put with like a basic piece or everything else that's toned down, just to not have too many different things going on in a look. So that's more what I mean when I'm like simplifying my look or sophistifying my look, is taking one statement piece and making everything else toned down to complement that statement piece. Versus, I think, like when I was a lot younger, it was all about like just everything. Like I don't even know, just all the color, all the prints, all the accessories. Like, now I just want that one statement piece, and for everything else to be kind of toned down. I'm always going to be a fan of like details. Like, I love stuff with like really cool details, and that has a really different design that's unique, things that you would never see on anybody else. Like, that's what I always look for when I shop, and I know how and where to find those pieces. So let me see what some of my favorite pieces on here are. It's not going to be the latest collection, because I think the latest collection is stuff that I wasn't necessarily that into for real. Excuse my computer, y'all. It's a little old at this point, so I definitely need a new one. But bear with me. It still gets me through. So I want to see, well, let's look at dresses. Dresses are always fun. Dresses are definitely easy. Like, if you're someone who has trouble putting pieces together and is not always sure like what to put with what, a dress is always the best way to go. Like, it's beautiful, it's feminine, it's easy. This, I love the detail in this dress. For example, I like how simple it looks from the front, but it still is giving something. I like this high collar, the stand-up collar. I like the detail on the sleeve, on this shoulder here. Like, that is a very simple detail, but it definitely adds something to the dress that makes it more than basic. And the best detail, of course, is what this is doing in the back, with this kind of belted detail across the opening. That's very, very cute. And then the color is very bold and very bright and very vibrant, so that alone makes this a very spicy piece, and I like it. I think it's really nice. I don't mind the price for a piece like this. I feel like this is something I would have for a long time, and I will wear ever so often. The bigger of a statement piece it is, the less often I would wear it, because statement pieces are remembered. So you just don't want to wear a statement piece over and over and over again. That's just me. But I really like this dress, and this dress will look good on most people. This is something that I feel like is more forgiving. I can look at this fabric and tell that it has some elasticity. Like, this is definitely going to be something that will stretch. This is a knit fabric, so knit fabrics usually have more stretch to them than woven fabrics. Another thing to always pay attention to is the care of the garment, because a lot of the time people will love something, they will buy it and then realize it's dry clean only, and they ain't got time for that. So definitely pay attention to that, because you don't want to buy stuff that's just going to end up being a hassle. Or what happens to me is I buy it, I don't want to dry clean it or hand wash it, so I'll go ahead and machine wash it and ruin it. Or it'll just sit on the sideline waiting to be dry clean and never gets dry clean, and then I just never wear it again. So don't do that. Don't waste your money. What I like about Jluxelabel too is in the description they'll tell you about the type of undergarments that will work well with the piece, and I just think that's so thoughtful, and of course something that will come from a woman-owned business. That's actually very helpful. It's very helpful to see that, because I am the kind of person, I am the type of size where I know what I can and cannot wear. And I mean, in terms of like what type of bra is needed for it, I'm definitely someone who has to wear a bra. Like, I feel like I just need that support. It feels very weird without it, and I don't necessarily think that a lot of things are flattering without a bra behind it. So with that said, for me personally, there are certain tops and things that I know that I can't wear unless I can wear a bra with it. So this is an example of one of those things. Like, for me, like, they just so unnecessarily loud. So yeah, this would be one of those pieces that I'm not sure whether or not I'd be able to wear comfortably, because it has those spaghetti straps. I wouldn't wear a bra with it because it would look crazy, because you can see it underneath the spaghetti straps. And unless this is tight enough to where it provides some level of support for me, then I wouldn't be able to wear it. So that's when the material becomes super important, because if I can look at the material and tell that, like, oh, it's gonna be pretty tight, it's gonna have a lot of support to it, it might actually just hold me up, like the straps alone and the tightness of the fabric might be enough to hold me up, then I'd go ahead and get it. But if not, then I just wouldn't wear spaghetti straps, I wouldn't wear strapless, I wouldn't wear backless or anything of that nature. So that's something important to know about yourself as well. Depending on what cup size you are, you may or may not want to avoid things like what I just mentioned. I keep that in mind when I'm shopping online as well. But yeah, I think that's a good amount of tips for today. I don't want the video to be too long and boring and draining or feel like school, even though this is style school. But if you want some more tips, like I said, let me know. Put it down in the comments below, and I'll definitely share more things with you. We can shop together some more. We can window shop together, all you like. But just let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching this video. Comment down below and let me know some of your favorite places to shop. Where do you get your clothes from these days? There's so many online boutiques and stuff that are starting, like brand new things people have never heard of. And if you shop at some black owned places, like, oh my god, let me know. Like, put that down below in the comments so I can know some other places to look. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, of course, so that you don't miss day 7 of style school, because we are going to be diving into something really exciting and I cannot wait to share it with you. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it. I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.